My AI just changed. It just buzzed the front gate. Thank God you came. How many more days could I wait?
Good morning, guys. My first time talking today. It is 7 a.m. I just woke up and I made my bed and I just got ready and I'm gonna head to the gym here soon. But I just wanted to do kind of like a morning routine, gym morning routine video with you guys, kind of showing you guys what my routine looks like on a day where I am working. So on these days I work a little later, so I have the morning to still train and work out and put some time to myself, and so that's what I do. So I'm really excited to go to the gym today, and I'm really excited to take you guys with me. You guys know I'm not really a morning gym girl yet, but I've really been working on it this year. I've really just been focusing on putting the gym where it makes sense in the day. The biggest struggle I have in the morning of working out is just that I don't really like to eat breakfast. I don't really like breakfast food. I know, it's crazy. I just don't really like it. So that's the only struggle I have, is I feel like I can't lift my best and my heaviest if I haven't eaten breakfast. So I usually save my like upper body or full body workouts for these days because they're just a little bit less demanding. I'm not even kidding. My past several Oner packages have been delayed or just literally not come before launch. And then randomly yesterday I get three. Three come in the mail. So I just thought I would give you guys like a quick haul of everything that I've gotten in the mail from Oner in the past day. That goes over like the last 2 launches and the upcoming launch. I have a few bits from it that I'm going to wear today. And then I'm waiting on the second part of the new launch. That's like the more important package that has the pocket shorts and hybrid shorts and all the things. Hopefully when I get this video up, there still is stock. I'm very hopeful about that, so that I can give you guys, you know, all the details and just pop in that extra bit of haul in here. But let me show you guys my outfit of the day, and then I'll take you guys through all of the other new arrival. This is an outfit I didn't know I needed. How freaking cute. So we have Raw Lounge coming back in a fun blue shade, and then these new sports bras. So I'm wearing this today, and I'll let you guys know how this does in terms of training, but I feel like this is amazing because it's nice and high coverage, it's high support, and then better late than never, I guess. I'll take you guys through these bits and pieces, which hopefully some of it is still on the site. Starting with Effortless, we have Effortless in, I think this is Wash Chalk Pink or Petal Pink. I think it's Wash Chalk Pink, and then Umber Brown. Come on. Strawberry Chocolate Swirl. If you know, you know. But I love Effortless, and I have not really been wearing shorts as much, but I did want to grab a pair or two of new shorts. So I wear a size medium always in Effortless. These are like the most flattering bottoms in the world. They're so stretchy. Obviously we have the scrunch bum that just makes you look very nice and snatched. And then the waistband I just fold over because it's a bit on the longer side for my torso length, but they are working on shorter torso for Effortless, so I promise they're always listening to that feedback. But yeah, I have these guys that I just picked up, and it's tried and true. You cannot go wrong with Effortless. Then we had a comeback with these high neck bras. I wore these when I was in Sedona hiking. Such a good, again, like high coverage, high impact bra, and just very flattering, almost gives like a crop top vibe. So here we have it in Umber Brown with the crisscross back, and the back straps don't have adjustability, but they are very stretchy, so you still can get away with wearing them. And then same thing in this pink shade, and then all the bras always have removable bra pads in the middle, so I personally love keeping the bra pads in for structure, shape, and just that reassurance. Then Go-To made a comeback, so I got a short sleeve and a long sleeve version of these shirts. It's just like a looser fit tee. This is it in Racing Green, so just a good top for throwing over when you're done working out, or even wearing for like a walk kind of thing. I feel like this will be good in the fall. And then this one will be very good in the fall because it's a brown shade, which we love. And so it's just like a good staple piece in your wardrobe. I also feel like this is a good gift as we get closer to Christmas because it's just very versatile and you don't have to worry too much about sizing. And then these t-shirts, guys, I'm obsessed. This is it in now Umber Brown, and this is it in just a plain gray. I was so excited about the plain gray because I feel like I always need a plain gray tee to wear with my sweatpants, like literally just like this tee over with this sweatpant, perfect. These tees with jeans, with the capris, like they're just very versatile. They're an easy throw on shirt, and they're nice and good quality. Like they have that thickness, but that stretch, and they're a little bit boxy. So we absolutely love these guys. And then lastly, we have our final farewell to Timeless. I don't think that Timeless is a collection that I reach for all the time, but it still has a place, you know what I mean? Like it has a time and a place and a special place in my heart. Like if you're an Oner OG, there's some people who don't know anything about Timeless. Y'all don't even know about Classic. Like I've been here since the beginning, and I love Timeless for the thickness of it. And I know a lot of you guys love Timeless too, so I'm a little sad they're getting rid of it, but whenever they're getting rid of something, it's because something new and better is coming. So you must know that. They would never get rid of something without updating it and making it better. But they did want to do, like, for the community, the OG girlies, a restock of Timeless to finish off, just so you guys could maybe grab a few pieces before it goes, because I did get a lot of messages of people being like, don't let Timeless go. So here we have it in Blackberry Purple. And I feel like these are nice because they're a very appropriate legging. They have a good thickness to it. They stay up. They're perfect for like out and about errands, for walking. I definitely wear them for solid core as well, and this color is perfect for fall. Then we have the two bra options. So we have the OG Timeless bra, which I really like. It's very minimal, very simple, which is always the best. And then in the back it just has this caging detail, and then I love that you can detach these guys and you can turn it into a cross back or keep it as a straight back. There's a lot of adjustability and a lot of freedom with this, and it's the perfect bra to wear under shirts as well. So really like this one. And then we have the vest, which I know so many of you guys love. So we just have kind of that like square neckline here, and then we have the racer back with the very small straps. And there's no adjustable straps on here, but it is very stretchy. These are great, and I love the length. It's a nice crop length. You can wear them really nicely with things like a lower rise sweat. Lastly, you guys know we had to do it. We had to do it with the yellow. Yellow is like my color, I feel. Timeless is nice because it's not going to be as sheer as soft motion. So if you're worried about sheerness, I would actually get this yellow as opposed to a soft motion yellow. That is all the things that showed up at my doorstep yesterday. It's pretty insane to get all that at once. Hopefully there's still some stock and you guys still found this a little bit helpful for me to show you everything. I've been really trying my best to get any type of content out for you guys when launches happen. It's just been a little bit difficult with my packages. I am about to go downstairs, eat a little snack, get ready, and head to the gym now. And I'm excited for today's workout. I'm going to be doing more of like a functional core upper body strength day. All right, it's literally bright as hell. I don't even know where to put the camera, but I just got to the gym. I'm going to eat my That's It bar. It's just fruit. That's it. That's it. And then I'm going to go in. I also had some trail mix. I just think that raisins don't belong in trail mix. And I think why the fuck would people put that in there? Whoever decided raisins go in trail mix, I hate you, because it ruins my day when I'm putting my hand in to eat while I'm like driving and I get a raisin. Don't give me that. I hate that. And I just had to say it. But I have my PEScience pre-workout. They just launched a new pre-workout, 200 milligrams, and it's kind of a mix between like high volume and normal pre. Really good. Highly recommend. My fuel's low. But use code SHMEGS at checkout if you shop PE. Use code Megan at checkout if you shop Oner. And let's freaking go in and get this quick, fun, functional upper body and core day done.
All she cares about is money in the city where she's from. Her intention is the paper, she don't need no fucking love. She's spilling all this liquor, trying to pass me all these cups. Well, baby girl, I'm torn, and somebody should have told her I popped one. Fuck it, I popped one. Oh, girl, I'm on one. Fuck it, I popped one. I popped one. Girl, I'm lying, I'm on a
If you hear banging like bongos, it's my neighbors getting their roof fixed, so can't change it. But I just wanted to show you guys something that I ordered from a small business that's actually one of my followers who I've supported her small business before. I got a painting of my mom and I on one of our Sedona hikes, and I gave it to my mom for Mother's Day a couple years ago. And she is just amazing, such an amazing person, really amazing with painting and her productivity. Thank you, Kennedy, if you're watching this, for doing this for me and for all of your love and support always. And I highly recommend you guys check her out. She does commissionable pieces, she does pet portraits, she does all the things. I'll put her Instagram right here. But I noticed she did pet portraits, and in my last video that I filmed, I was like doing a haul for all this stuff that I bought and like a day out with my mom, and then we ended up having to cut that day short, and I ended up going with my boyfriend to the vet, and sadly, after a couple days of just a lot going on with his cat passed away, and it was very sad. It was just horrible. And yeah, his family is the sweetest. They love this cat so much, and so I wanted to get them something to put on his urn. So I got this cute painting of him, and it's so freaking cute, and it's like the perfect size to put on top. And they're beach lovers, they're blue lovers, so we did like a blue background. But yeah, I'm gonna give this to my boyfriend and his family today, and hopefully they love it. But I just wanted to show you guys and shout out Kennedy for this because she is amazing. Also, you guys may notice I don't have nails for the first time in forever. I don't know if my nails were rejecting the dip that I got or if the dip service that I got was just really bad, but they were like coming off within the first couple days. If I touched the tip of my nail, the bottom was coming off. So I was just like, okay, that's annoying. So I soaked them off and I decided I'm giving my nails like a week and a half break, and then I'll get them done again when I go to Miami with Oner. So I'm just letting them simmer and look naked and bare because I just didn't have it in me. I hate honestly going to the nail salon. I feel like it's such a long time to just sit there and like waste an hour of your time. I feel like stressed the whole time. So I was not in a rush to go back there just to get nails for like a week before I had to get new ones for Miami. So I'm just waiting, but that's why my nails are bare. And yeah, I just wanted to show you guys this guy. Lots of like random things and bits and pieces this morning, but I'm about to take a shower and then I have to get ready for my work day. This is kind of just like a typical morning in the life on a day where I am doing my own stuff and then going to work. So I really love this work day because it's not like a super early wake. Like tomorrow I have a 5:30 a.m. wake and like a really early long day, but today is a nice one because it's a little bit of a later start and a later finish, which I'm totally fine with. I miss all the traffic and it's wonderful. So I'm about to shower. I put a question box up on my Instagram the other day and I said that I'd answer some on my story, some on the vlog. So I'm just going to try to answer some of the ones that I didn't answer on my story. And Q&As are definitely something that I want to try to do a lot more on my page. So be sure to follow me on Instagram and let me know any questions, or if you guys have questions and you don't have Instagram, feel free to comment them and I'll be sure to answer them in future videos. I got a question kind of asking if I could share my ab routine and ab workout, which I was like, okay, maybe I'm doing something here. I do solid core, and then I also have been adding like a tiny little ab circuit at the end of training days as much as I can. So 3 rounds of like 4 ab exercises, nothing very flashy, nothing very crazy, but that's kind of been my ab routine. And then I've been focusing a little bit more on my nutrition, focusing on a little bit cleaner foods because I had a period of really falling off from that. So I'm trying to focus on it again, implementing and caring a little bit more about step count and cardio. Nothing crazy, but just trying to do a little bit more cardio throughout my week. I got a question. Which app do you recommend to track your macros? I personally do not track macros. I never really have. When I tried to at the very start of my journey, I used MyFitnessPal just because that was like the most popular thing to use. I know some people use, I think it's called Chronometer or something like that. I know UK people use that. My Aura Ring, when I updated it the other day, it seems like you can use that to track your food now as well. You could also make a food log for like a day or two and probably put it into like ChatGPT and get, you know, a rough calculation of where you're at. So there's plenty of tools. If you want to track it routinely and daily, I would just invest in a form of an app to do so, like MyFitnessPal. I can't tell you from experience because I do not do that. Are you Filipino? I love this. I feel like Filipino people recognize Filipino people. I don't know how to explain it any further, but if I see someone, I'm like, they're Filipino. Like I just know. It's like an inkling. I'm half Filipino, half white. My dad is Filipino. My mom is white, so I am a mixed baby. I got a question about whether or not I take pre-workout, which is a great question. I very infrequently use pre-workout, and the reason is because when I first started lifting, I would use pre-workout every single session for no reason. I did not need it. I just kind of thought like, oh, that's what you do. Everyone is like dry scooping and taking their pre-workout. I have to do the same, but you don't. If you don't feel like you're low energy, why take something that provides you energy? The main thing I'll do is an energy drink. So pre-workout usually in a scoop is around 200, in some cases up to 400 milligrams of caffeine. For an energy drink, mine are like 100 to 125 milligrams, depending on how much of it I drink. So I just prefer to be lower on caffeine if I don't need it. And I definitely would be mindful of your caffeine intake if you are someone that also drinks coffee. But for pre-workout, I would say it's necessary and helpful if you feel like, okay, I'm getting a lift in early in the morning and I'm not motivated and I need a little bit of a pick-me-up, or I'm getting a lift in at the very end of my day and I could really use a pick-me-up there as well. That would be like the times that I personally use it, but it's not a necessary supplement. It's not something I'd say you need to invest in. Oh, this is a good question. It says, what are your top Oner Active products? It's getting hard because Oner literally has everything across the board now. Like they have tote bags and socks and all the things, but if I had to pick, I'm gonna pick like a top thing for every category. So if I had to pick like an accessory, it would definitely be one of the gym bags. I have a really large one for the gym, and then I have like a medium-ish size one that I always use as a travel carry-on. For bottoms, lately I've just been loving the comfort of soft motion. So I definitely think soft motion is worth the hype. I know they're a little bit harder to get, but I personally love the shorts or the straight legs with the fold over. On bras, I definitely love the soft motion scoop neck bra. It's like the double scoop. It doesn't leave any marks in my traps. It's so comfortable, it's so flattering, and it's just like a tried and true bra. For sweatpants, I love Raw Lounge or Lightweight Lounge. Lightweight Lounge for like in the house, I don't really need pockets, comfy kind of pant, and then Raw Lounge for more out and about or gym kind of pant. And then I've also been loving getting the crew neck hoodies. They're so soft, like the Lightweight Lounge material as well. And I've been on this little kick of cutting the neckline of my t-shirts and my hoodies to make it a little bit more off the shoulder. I know that's like so 2012 or whenever that was, but I love it. It's comfy, and I've been doing that with my crew necks, which has been really fun as well. And I'd say those are like my top picks, but I honestly recommend everything. I think you can't go wrong, and I think they have a product now for everyone. And then last question that I will chat on this, because I think I could get a little lengthy with my discussion on it, is I got a lot of questions about birth control and a lot of questions about your cycle and how you handle your cycle and training and all the things. I love that it's now more of a conversation, because I feel like it was such a taboo thing. People felt like they couldn't talk about birth control, they couldn't talk about periods, they couldn't talk about how it impacts them and their hormones. They're going to frickin' town on that roof. I hope that this isn't annoying to listen to. I just wanted to chat on that. So I got a question of the type of birth control, if I'm on birth control, how I strength train around my period, how I do things around each of my phases, if I cycle sync. There were a lot of different questions about periods and training, which I think is great, and I am very much an open book about this stuff because I want women to feel comfortable to talk about this more. I've been on birth control for a very long time. I was on birth control since high school. I got on it for really bad periods. I haven't been off it since, and it works for me, and I don't have negative side effects. So I'm not advocating you get on it. I'm just saying that's where I'm at. I've been on it for such a long time, so I feel very conditioned to my periods and my birth control and my hormones and everything, just because it's been a long time coming. When it comes to cycle syncing, I think cycle syncing, it's a great conversation. I think it's a great thing people are trying to do, trying to be more mindful of where they are in their cycle, where they are in their bodies, and then modifying movement for it. I think that works for you if you don't have very strict goals though. So I think for me, I have pretty strict goals of strength that I want to gain, consistency I want to have, workouts I want to do, programs I want to follow. And if I were to every 4 weeks modify my routine, I would not make progress fast enough. If I every 4 weeks, so in that 4th week of my cycle, took it off and just didn't train at all, I just would not really get anywhere, because then it's 3 weeks on, 1 week off. And when you're on your period and when you're getting your period, sometimes the week before is trash and the week of is trash. So 2 weeks of your month is trash. It's hard, and it's definitely hard to manage. But I think for me, I have been really focused on learning my body, like truly learning my body and understanding, am I just feeling like shit, or am I like actually not going to be able to do this workout today? Because I think there's a difference. I think I'm not motivated, I feel gross, I feel fatigued, I feel tired. When I feel that way, I try to still go. I pick my least intense workout, or I modify my workout, lower the intensity, lower the reps, lower the sets, lower the weight, and still try to show up. And even if it's the crappiest workout I've ever had, I usually feel better knowing that I tried, as opposed to not trying and then feeling like, oh my gosh, I already feel all these things, I'm not feeling the best in my body, and then I'm also not moving it. But on the flip side, I think also learning your body and knowing, wow, I feel overly fatigued, something isn't right, I need to rest, I can feel it, I just rest. So it really just depends. I think also it depends on what day of your period or your cycle you're in. So typically people have that like first 2 day stretch is like killer. It's killer. So sometimes I just take those 2 days off and then I train around that. Or if I'm going to train on those days, I lower the load and just do something like upper body, something a little bit less intense. And I find that that works really well for me. All this to say, unfortunately, there's no one size fits all guide for how to navigate training on your cycle. not everyone's cycle impacts them in the same way. Some people get hit like a bus, some people feel nothing at all, some people get cramps, some people just bleed a lot. Like there's so much going on that it's really hard to say what would be best for you. So I think my biggest piece of advice is track and learn your body. Track and learn how you feel the week before, how you feel the week during, how your energy levels are day to day. Like actually sit down and check in with yourself, because I think it's so easy now to hear cycle syncing and be like, oh, I got to do that. No, you don't. You don't have to do it just because other people are doing it. They might have needed that for their body, but you might not need that for yours. Same thing goes for people who are like, no, I'm going to train balls to the wall every single day as hard as I can. You don't have to do that either. Like it's really about learning that this journey is individualized and it's your experience, it's your body, and it's how you feel your best. Because at the end of the day, fitness is lifelong, training is lifelong. So we are going to have to find ways to adapt and understand what's best for us when we have our cycle, because it's going to be a long time coming until it goes away. Slowly you're going to find your groove and be able to navigate that. But in terms of like totally changing everything and cycle syncing and changing your routine to be stretching for 1 week and then lifting hard for 1 week and then Pilates for 1 week, it's just hard because I think one, you're not going to hit the goals you want to hit. 2, you don't have a lot of structure. And 3, you don't have a lot of autonomy. You're giving autonomy to where your body is in a cycle as opposed to what you actually want to do that day. We do so much stuff on our period. We go to work. We deal with some of the hardest days of our lives on our period. We have to do all this stuff. We are very strong. We're very resilient. And there's 100% a way and a will for you to find a good training routine that works for you whilst on your period. So if you ever need help with that, if you ever just like need to talk through it with someone, feel free to reach out to me. I'm always here to help you guys. And hopefully that kind of answered that. I know that was a long tangent, but I've been wanting to talk about that for a while because I feel like it's a big conversation, the same way that in my last video, the conversation of Pilates versus lifting was like a huge conversation. I just always want to weigh in on this stuff because I am never very hard one way or the other. I can really understand why people would do X or why people would do Y. I just think understanding that it's all about the person and it's all about you and what's best for you is key. And I think being able to see both perspectives, being able to understand both perspectives, but then being able to be introspective and say, well, what do I need is huge. And so I just always want to encourage you guys to do that. Just because you look up to this person and they're doing something does not mean you have to do it too. I got to blow dry my hair and get going, but guys, this was fun. I loved this video. It's very random. I was just doing hauls and working out and talking and whatever, but I've just missed vlogging. I feel like I get so stressed out about vlogging and always feel like I have to curate something, have a big video idea, whatever. And it's just like, honestly, no. Let me just set the camera down, record what I do, and see how it turns out at the end. So thank you guys for being here, and I love you guys so much. I'm gonna get ready. I'm gonna go to work. So that is the end of this video, but I will be having a lot of videos up very, very soon. Like I mentioned, I am going to Miami with Oner Active, so there's gonna be loads of content from that. So I just can't wait to take you guys along on everything, and thank you guys so much for watching. Bye guys. Mwah.